India has taken a firm position on the Sakshgam Valley issue. Army Chief General Upen Dwivedi said India does not accept the 1963 agreement between Pakistan and China. He called the agreement illegal and invalid. He also said India does not allow any activity in the Sakshgam Valley. The Army Chief rejected China's infrastructure work and CPEC 2.0 plans in the area. According to him, both countries are doing illegal action there. Earlier, Ladakh Lieutenant Governor Kavinder Gupta said Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is an integral part of India. A political controversy has started in Karnataka over airport welcomes. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz arrived on the same day. BJP accused the Congress government of ignoring international protocol. The German Chancellor was welcomed at Bangalore airport by ministers and senior officers. But Chief Minister Siddharamaiah and Deputy CM DK Shivkumar personally welcomed Rahul Gandhi at Mysore airport. BJP said this showed more importance was given to party leaders than a foreign guest. Congress has defended its action, saying proper protocol was followed. Serious allegations have come from Telangana about the killing of stray dogs. After Gram Panchayat election, around 500 dogs were allegedly killed in 1 week. In Kamareddy district, nearly 200 dogs were reportedly killed in 5 villages. Police registered cases against 6 people, including 5 village sarpanches. Earlier, about 300 dogs were allegedly killed in Hanamkonda district. Action was taken against 9 people, including 2 women sarpanches. Animal lover and activists have strongly condemned the incident and demanded strict punishment for those involved. The Kolkata High Court is hearing the IPAC raid case today. The case is related to the Enforcement Directorate raids in West Bengal. ED has accused Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee of creating obstacles during the raids. ED claims that party workers tried to stop officials from doing their duty. In the last hearing, the court could not continue because of heavy chaos and arguments in the courtroom. That hearing was postponed. Today, the court is expected to listen to both sides and give important direction. The case is politically sensitive and is being closely watched across the country. The hand-stitched ship Cartania has successfully reached Oman from India. The ship is built using a 2,000-year-old ancient Indian technique without using modern nails or metal parts. The historic voyage highlights India's rich maritime heritage. The journey took 18 days at sea. During this time, the crew lived on the ship, managed food, rest and navigation together. They faced rough seas and changing weather but stayed disciplined and focused. The mission shows teamwork, courage and ancient shipbuilding skills. A tragic train accident happened in Thailand today. A passenger train was hit after a crane collapsed and fell onto the moving train. The crane fell from a height of about 65 feet. At least 22 people were killed in the accident. Around 80 passengers were injured. Most of the injured were school students traveling in the train. Due to the heavy impact, several train coaches derailed from the tracks. Rescue team rushed to the spot and started relief work. Injured passengers were taken to nearby hospital for treatment. Authorities have started an investigation to find out how the crane collapsed and who is responsible. Hamas is planning a leadership change after losing many senior leaders in the Gaza war. According to a Hamas-linked leader, the group will hold internal election when the situation becomes normal. The aim is to strengthen the organization and improve coordination. Reports say Khalid Bashal is the top contender for the post of Hamas chief. He has led the group earlier as well. Hamas leaders believe a strong leadership is needed during difficult time. The group is trying to recognize itself amid continued conflict. Protests in Iran have entered the 18th day and remain intense. There are fears that 26-year-old Irfan Sultani may be executed today. He was arrested on January 8th for taking part in protest. On January 11th, he was reportedly sentenced to death. US President Donald Trump warned Iran of a strong responsive executions increase. Iran has reacted strongly to US and Israeli statements. Human rights groups are worried and have appealed to Iranian authorities to stop execution and reduce violence. After an early fall, the stock market showed recovery. The Sensex gained around 100 points and is trading near 83,700. The Nifty also moved up by about 50 points. Buying interest was seen mainly in metal stocks which support the market. Investors showed confidence after recent losses, leading to selective buying. Other sectors remain mixed, but metal shares performed better than the rest. Overall, the market mood turned slightly positive after the initial decline, helping key indices trade in the green during the session. Cricket matches at the Asian Games 2026 will start from September 17th. All matches will be played in the T20 format. Both men's and women's teams will take part in the event. Many top Asian teams are expected to compete. In the 2023 Asian Games, India performed very well. The Indian men's team won the gold medal. The Indian women's team also won the gold medal. This made India proud in cricket. Fans are excited again for 2026 Games. Cricket is becoming more popular in multi-sport event. The schedule will be announced soon. Cold weather has intensified across North India. The temperature in 19 cities of Uttar Pradesh is now lower than Shimla. Haryana is facing a cold wave causing severe chill in many areas. In Rajasthan, a yellow alert for cold condition has been issued in 5 districts. Dense fog and low temperatures are affecting daily life and travel. Meanwhile, bad weather conditions also impact air traffic in the south. In Chennai, 8 flights were cancelled due to operational issues. Authorities have advised people to stay alert and take precautions during extreme cold conditions. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.